Hi, this is the Forest Daughter, and I'm working on a new project. It's Writing Prompts Kit 2, and I wanted to show you how they're for everybody, no matter what your writing skills. So if you're like me, I have this huge stack of the most wonderful books that I have been gifted. This one is leather. What do you see? It's too good to write in, right? Yeah, too good. What about this less expensive fancy one with flowers? And this is actually dotted. Yeah, haven't written in that one either. Or this beautiful soft mushroom cover one. Yeah, these books are sitting on my shelf and have been for over a year. And that's ridiculous because everybody can have the joy of drawing and writing. So whether you buy my journals or not, I want to give you a way to have fun with writing. So not only do I have fancy journals that sit on my shelf, I have fancy pens. Look at this beautiful pen with prehnite. There's a stone in the center there. This is by Maggie Wand on Etsy's. And it's so awesome because you can just pop in new pens and keep using it over and over again. How often do I write with this, do you wonder? Yeah, not at all, saving it for a good occasion. Or these really cool pens. Got these at Top Shelf. They're a metallic and write so smoothly. Have I used these? Fat chance. It's hard for you to see the metallic on these, but they have a bit of metal in them. My favorite is just a big pen because you can push this so fast and the ink is so smooth. And then look what I found at a thrift store. Amber scented colored pencils. And have I used these? Isn't that ridiculous? These are the things that I love. Nice pens, fun journals, and I don't use them. So there is one kit already on my Etsy shop, and this is the one I've been working on this summer. And I want to show you kind of what they're about. First of all, you get a beautiful card that's hand beaded with wooden beads on twine that tells you exactly how you can use these prompts. Randomly pick a prompt from your forest bag, staple it to the top of a blank page or page in your forest journal, quickly write a few words or images to capture your ideas, then take your time and write out a scene. The questions given are jumping off points. Follow them or follow wherever your imagination leads. Don't worry about perfect spelling or grammar. You are just trying to capture the magic of the fairyland woods. You can add sketches or collages. You could write more questions to answer on another day. And what's neat about these is you can, once you've written these, I don't mind if you hand them off to another person to write. In fact, what I'd love you to do is take these prompts, which will come in a beautiful hand-stitched bag. I have 4 bags in the making. This one has golden forest leaves. I can show you the others that are made. I have one that's forest magnolia in cooler colors with a lichen colored ribbon. A purple and goldy orange batik with a dark brown satin ribbon. And then I just got the fabric in the mail today to finish. It's going to be nighttime dandelions. So there'll be 4 bags. And when you open the bag, you can see down in there, they're rolled prompts. What they look like out of the bag is like this. I've rolled them and tied them using a pencil and believe it or not, a laundry clothespin to hold them on the pencil till I tied them. They have 5 different colors of ties on them that are sunlight and forest. So you reach in the bag and you pick one out, and that's the one you'll be working with. So I wanted to show you what some of the prompts look like unrolled. They're long, they're immersive starts to stories. You almost always start walking in the woods and then what happens. And I leave you to determine how these go. So what would be fun is if you and a friend who have blank books you don't use and special pencils or pens you don't use, go out for coffee and each draw a prompt and sit there and write next to each other, just in good fellowship and companionship, and see what happens. If you hate that prompt, throw it away and grab the next one. There's 25 prompts in this bag. And I will take the time to read one to you. There are in these talking animals, and there are old women who know about wishing wells. There are trees that have little tiny offerings in their bark. Just so many things. Big plans, the yew tree. There's a fox who sits under a yew tree. Sycamore patches, drumming, the catbird, cricket view, the charm tinker, the pebble spiral, the storm, voices on the trail, the coins, the carp. You get the idea. They're varied. So this one is, let's do the cottonwood fluff. Early summer and cottonwood fluff is everywhere. This has been a mast year for the cottonwoods. That means that there is an overabundance of seeds and their accompanying fluff. For such big trees with deeply furrowed bark, cottonwoods produce the tiniest of seeds which float like dandelion seeds on fine silky strands. The fluff collects along the edges of paths in white clumps. Who in the forest collects and uses this fluff, you ask yourself? As if to answer your questions, two mice with foraging bags over their shoulders scuttle along the path's edge, packing fluff into their bags quickly with tiny paws. Hurry, Harry, before those annoying blue jays see this pile. Hello, I see you're collecting the tree's fluff. Can I ask you how you will use it? Good day, big one. I am Cecil, and this is Harry. We line our nursing cavities and winter nest with this stuff. Makes sense, but why do you care if the blue jays see you collecting it? Obvious, says Harry. They want it for their nest too, and will fight you for it. Just then you hear, thief, thief, thief. A blue jay lands nearby and eyes the mice agitatedly. Quick, Harry, grab a stick. We will fight this one yet. Step back, big one, or that jay will dive bomb you too. They ate my cousin Bill last summer. Describe the battle that ensues. So that just gives you an idea. They're all very varied and fun, and you take a pencil and a pen and a favorite book and get started. You could start with the thief dive bombs Cecil. Cecil pokes him with a stick, and then what? And you just keep asking yourself, and then what? So please, take a look at these. They'll be up in my shop by the end of this week. This is the second week in July. And they are a fun way to use up some of your special things that you've been putting on hold because there's no reason to do so. So if you don't write, you can doodle, you can draw. It really doesn't matter. The idea is to get some fun and get you into the woods mentally and see if you can play with some of the things that go on in the woods. There are little bits and pieces. I have walked in the woods locally for years that I have melded into these to give you a true background and a sense of realism that the magic can take place in. Anyway, thanks for watching. This is the Forest Daughter, and I'll see you in the next video.